39 wives, 94 children, a family of 210 people under one roof. Who cook in one kitchen? Food for 210 people every day. It sounds like a made-up story. But this family is real, and the house is real. And the most surprising thing is that it is not in some faraway country in America or Africa. This house is standing next to our house. In a remote hill village in Mizoram, India. Name is Baktang. The distance from the capital Aizawl to the village is only 70 kilometers. It is like going from one of our district cities to the next district. But it takes about 4 hours to cross that winding mountain road. Dense forests around, silent mountains, 1 or 2 houses in the distance. At first glance, it seems like a village like 8 or 10 ordinary hill villages in our country. But behind this calm appearance, there is a story hidden that is not found anywhere else in the world. Because this entire village adheres to a different religion of its own making. And at the very center of that religion sits a family. When you enter the house, you will first feel like you have entered a school. A huge common room. Such a large hall is usually in a large institution. Not in someone's home. In the morning, the house is almost empty. Because the men of the family leave for work between 6 and 7 in the morning. The wooden furniture business, farming, and a few other family businesses run the expenses of this great world. And you will be surprised to hear the rules of living. Each mother gets a separate room with her children. Inside the house, there are rows of beds like a hostel. It is like many small families under one roof. And all these families together are one family. The kitchen on the ground floor is the real engine of this house. Each deck placed on the wood stove is so huge that an ordinary family can easily fit a whole week's food in it. Think about it. The arrangement we have here for wedding invitations is the lunch of this house. The water cooler in the kitchen corridor is like an office, and the generator outside is of such a size that it usually sits in a factory. Today, for a family, it is a township arrangement. But the question is, who built this impossible family? The answer is the name of a man. And that man's story is even stranger than this house. The man's name is Zayana. In 1997, he became the head of this religious group. Then, he gradually built a family that entered the world record books. 39 wives and 94 children. The number sounds so bizarre that anyone who hears it for the first time will think they heard it wrong. But the funny thing is that the real number could be more than this. Because there is no accurate account of his marriages anywhere. Even if you ask his grandson, he cannot say for sure the number of his own brothers, 30 or 40. Think about your own family. What is life like in a house where the number of brothers cannot be counted? This life went on in a perfect order. The younger wives lived on the ground floor near Zayana's house. The older wives lived in the dormitory upstairs. There were always 6 to 7 people in charge of looking after him. Many wives got the time to stay with him throughout their entire family life, totaling only a week. Some have even left this life. Zayana died in 2021. Even today, her chair is kept in the same place in the common room of her house. And no one ever sits on this chair. But the question is, where did a man get the courage to marry so many? Today, there are about 2,000 people living in this village. More than 300 families. And everyone follows the same religion. The name of the religion is Chanapal. The things you will see as soon as you enter the village. The family has its own church, its own school. Even its own tennis court and children's play park. The school education is the same as 8 to 10 schools in Mizoram. Only one additional subject is taught. That is their own religion. And this religion is officially recognized in the records of the Indian government. In this village, Polygamy is not only a privilege for Ziana's family. Anyone in the village can marry as many as they want if they have the means. Although the interesting thing is that no one after Ziana has come close to that record. Her eldest son has married 5 times. Most of the others have 1 or 2 wives. Yet despite all this family has managed to escape the eyes of the world. In 2011, Guinness Book of World Records came forward and wanted to officially recognize Ziana as the world's largest family. Ziana turned the honor for which people give their lives on its face. For one reason, she did not want the world to know her. No one outsiders are allowed to enter her house. Talking to family members is almost forbidden. And at the very bottom of this secret lies a belief, which is heartbreaking to hear. The graves of the founder of this religion and his wife lie in the shadow of the church right next to the house. But when it comes to Ziana, the people of this village do not believe the word of her death. They believe that Ziana is not dead. She is sleeping. And she will wake up one day. And that day this world will end. However, one question remains. Where the joint family of 3 brothers in our society falls apart in a few years, what is the strength of 210 people who have survived as one family for decades? Love, faith, or the fear of a sleeping person waking up?